Welcome.
Raise my hand.
E-E-A-G-L-E-S Eagles! High five! Woo! Air high five, Eric. Or Hector, whatever your name is. Sorry.
What is it, too?
Where the hell does Eric come from? Anyway, Eric.
Awesome week, and welcome to the Bird Deck.
You ready? No, I left you there. Welcome, everyone, to the 32nd edition of, or 32nd week of,
32nd edition.
yeah, it is edition. Anyway, A Bird by a Yard. We have a great show for you tonight. We got a recap, since there was a long pause for the games there, and much needed rest for a couple of players. We got a recap on the Commanders game. The key to this team right now, as I gotta say, is Saquon Barkley. I mean, Eagles haven't had a running back like that since Deuce Staley. They have not. They go finesse. They go finesse. Am I right?
Since McCoy.
McCoy's a great runner, but he's a Barry Sanders type of player. He's not a power running back. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you can't take away from Shady McCoy.
Well,
he had what Barry Sanders had. Maybe not as good as Barry Sanders. Whatever you want to call it, however you want to judge it, but he's that finesse. But again, going back, Deuce Staley was the last one they had. The power run that ball, and he's doing everything, jumping backwards, getting like a couple extra yards. I'm too uncoordinated to do that. I couldn't even do that on my best day.
Yeah.
I would fall flat on my back.
We know.
You
break your ankle your first play on the field.
No, I would be knocked the wind out of me, for God's sake.
And then you break your ankle.
Well, something is working.
But I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we're inside tonight.
Rain.
Jersey weather sucks.
Well,
We finally got rain after 2 months of no rain, so I mean, thank God, but Jesus Christ, it can stop.
And we saw it on someone sent it me on the internet, tagged me in it. The fire ban was lifted for a few counties. You have to look for your local county to find out if it's lifted. But the fire ban is lifted here, so if it wasn't raining, I'd be outside having a bonfire. Anyway, let's get back.
Also, it's wet and it's cold, so it's mainly why.
It's a big combination there.
Yeah.
Real big combination. Anyway,
And
so getting back, Eagles won. We know this. Go ahead.
Now, also, it has a little bit off topic, but I would love for some advice on how to prevent cats from climbing the Christmas tree. That'd be great. Anyone have an idea?
I've seen it before, and people put a cage around it.
Yeah, like the parrot cage.
Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, the only thing you can do, what are you gonna do?
Surround the entire freaking village and.
There's no help with it. There's no help with it. It's just a cat.
No, the cat was up. He took the damn tree topper off. It's a 7-foot tree, at least.
That's a 7.5 foot, 8 foot tree.
Yeah, but we have old fashioned. It's branch by branch, not 3 sections where you're blam, blam, and blam. So, help.
And he said blam. You heard the blam. Okay? Anyway. So, let's get back. Now, recapping the Eagles-Commanders game. Eagles won 26-18. Got a little sticky at the end. Jake Elliott needs to get on point with them field goals and extra points. Okay? I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on with him. He's got Cody Parkey syndrome.
No, he got
Cody Parkey syndrome.
No, he doesn't have Cody
No, he doesn't.
syndrome.
Does he not have Cody Parkey syndrome? Jake Elliott? I mean, double doink. He didn't do the double doink, but, he did one doink. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
Is that why Dick Sirianni went for it all them times?
Question is, now, this is debatable for me, but I just want to see. I didn't bring this up before the podcast because I wanted to see your actual reaction. Who would you say was the best kicker in Eagles franchise history? And
Tony Franklin.
Really?
Tony Franklin. Tony Franklin or David Akers, you can go either one.
I would say
Tony Franklin was sitting there. He just came right up and blam, knocked that ball.
I don't know. I'd have to say Jake Elliott. I mean, granted, right now it's not showing it.
Well,
but
with the 61-yarder.
He does have a Super Bowl, though.
No, he does. But, you know what I mean? I don't know. We got Tony Franklin
was one of
there.
the best in the
There's
league
a,
for a
there's,
long
there's,
time.
a, there's, a, there's a little thing for you, for everyone here. Okay, everyone watching. Give your opinion of the best Eagles kicker that you remember of all time. As far as Eagles are concerned.
In your era, since you've been alive.
Whatever, yes.
We'll say.
Okay. Here's the
Since
trivia
you've
you
been
can do.
alive.
You can ask it.
So tonight's trivia question is: what was the Eagles' first stadium that they played in? I almost read the answer, but a hint: the years they were there was from 1933 to 1935.
Why don't you give me the answer? Why don't you give me the answer, Ace?
They probably still won't get it.
I didn't know that. I thought it was, I can tell you, I thought it was Franklin Field, honestly. I was like, Franklin Field?
Yeah, that was,
I honestly thought that. Well,
yeah,
whatever.
Definitely.
I was definitely off. Anyway. So, getting back, Eagles won 26-18, okay?
It was
It was slow in the beginning.
It was bad.
It was bad in the
First 3
beginning.
quarters, man.
No,
It was-
the first half was bad. They started coming along. The second half. Saquon Barkley had with 26 carries, 146 yards with 2 TDs. Okay, not to mention, let's go receiving. He also had 2 receptions for 52 yards. Okay, that's like he had over 200 yards total in that game. Okay, with 2 TDs. And he's just like unbelievable. He's a great player anyway. Getting back, okay. Jalen Hurts had he was 18 for 28 with 221 yards. No passing TDs in this game. All rushing TDs because Jalen Hurts had a rushing TD. What do you got to do?
I'm just gonna straighten it out real quick. Sorry guys, real quick. I'm just gonna straighten out this thing because this
Zach can't
This
see himself.
table-
Thank God he can't see himself.
table's.
Anyway.
There we go. We're good. All right, cool. Now we're good.
So, all right, there you go.
Now you can see my gorgeous face.
Now, please stop.
My gorgeous face.
Please stop. Please stop. So anyway, getting back. So now receiving, AJ Brown was five carries for 65 yards. Goddard had 5 catches for 65 yards. Sorry, Goddard had 5 catches for 61 yards. And I already mentioned Jalen Hurts or Saquon Barkley had 2 catches for 52 yards. Okay. Now, defense. 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 interception.
What?
There you go.
No, that's disgusting.
Anyway, so let's go. So now, the Eagles defensive backs kept, for the most part, the Washington Commanders in check. The duo on that team now is Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. Okay, they give each other hand signals on whatever it is they're doing. If you watch it in slow motion, Cooper DeJean gives a motion to Quinyon Mitchell all the time. They are working in sync. These two worked on this. I don't know what they did, but they are on point. You know, if you watch it, Brian Baldinger breaks it down. You got to watch his video. Breaks it down. He does a great job at that because they are really smart. Like these two could go down to be two of the best defensive backs in Eagles history. You got a hole in your lip? You spilling that stuff?
No, I'm trying to get the dog out.
Anyway, so, but that's what you have there, man. And don't get me wrong, Darius Slay's doing a great job, but you cannot shake Quinyon Mitchell. Every player he's been up against, he's going to be on Cooper Kupp. He's going to be on Cooper Kupp.
If Cooper Kupp doesn't get injured during the game.
Well, whatever. We'll see what happens there. But, you know.
But this weekend, the Eagles are without Devontae Smith. Britton Covey is questionable.
Britton Covey has practiced past 2 days.
And Bryce Huff has been placed on injured reserve. So
now I saw somewhere. Now I don't know if it was a legit thing.
he's on injured reserve. He's not playing.
No. I'm not talking about Bryce Huff. I mean,
Now,
because of Bryce Huff. What I'm saying. Go ahead.
It's weird because if you look at the Eagles website, the only person declared out for Sunday is Devontae Smith, but Huff was just placed on
Huff on
IR.
injured reserve, so he's not even thought of. That's why he's not. That's why, you know what I mean. That's why that is.
Right.
If he was questionable, he wasn't on the injured reserve, then that would be a different story. So he's out. You know what I mean? He might be out. I don't know. I don't know what's going
He
on
might
with
be out
him.
for a while, but you'll get him back towards the end of the season. Hopefully during the last 3 weeks.
Well, here's what I heard. No, I not heard, but I read. And now again, I don't know if it's legitimate. They said look for Eagles to sign Jadeveon Clowney, who's not. I don't think he's playing with anyone. He was playing with Carolina Panthers last year, I believe.
Is he? I wonder if he's. I think he's on a team.
Hector, would you like to see Jadeveon Clowney here in the defensive end? Who would you rather have, Clowney or Huff? I don't think you have to. If you answer Huff, please get out of my house.
Yeah, that's saying something from you because you hated Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, no, the way he was a dirty player, he headbutted Carson Wentz in that game. Can't tell me he didn't. You
It
can't.
didn't look like a head.
That was a headbutt. He came headfirst down on him.
Dad, there's been a lot of worse plays since then too.
There has, but we're talking about that right then. Okay, let's not change.
Oh, he's still on the Panthers? Oh, okay, so he's still in Carolina.
Is he still on
And
Panthers?
Yeah.
Oh, well, never mind. Then scratch that.
Yeah. So and the trade deadline passed. So
Yeah, never mind. Forget
we'll
it.
see you next year.
Sorry, Jadeveon. No, he ain't coming. He ain't coming here. No way.
Now,
No way.
in NFC news,
Wow.
the Giants have released Daniel Jones, and that ended up making them swallow $20 million in dead money space.
For a bad quarterback. Way to go, Giants. Way
So-
to go, Giants.
It's pretty
I'm
much
sorry.
going to be.
Cough that.
Now, honestly, the few teams I can see Daniel Jones going to is
None.
no, I don't know, man.
Hector, what do you
I
think?
have a feeling he might end up. Can you imagine if he ends up? You know,
Say what you're gonna say. Say what you're gonna say. Where do you hear this?
I don't want to say it.
You got no.
But-
Say what you read.
If you
You have to
take
get the
on a
website you
player-
saw it on.
If you take,
He's no better than the other two. You can't tell me. You can't tell me he is.
whoever takes his deal is you're swallowing a lot of money.
You're desperate.
You're taking on
You're desperate.
that money swallow, and it's bad. But this was a few hours ago, just shortly after he got released, that he was listed as the quarterback for the Cowboys.
No official website.
And it was most likely an unofficial website. Probably nothing going on there, but it was out there. But whatever team does end up getting them, Eagles have an opportunity to do the funniest thing in the span of a year time in the NFC East. You could have two players from the Giants on the goddamn Eagles.
Well, no,
a year later.
they said that last week because I saw this when he made that when he was talking about that. I didn't know what it was. I didn't pay attention to it because it was Giants. What the hell do I care?
Yeah, I made it yesterday.
You know. Anyway, they said look for the Eagles to sign him as a backup.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
Who would you rather have as the backup, Kenny Pickett or Daniel Jones?
thing is with Dan Jones.
I don't like Kenny Pickett.
That hurt to say, didn't it? That's like
Daniel
that's like
Jones-
sour
It did
milk.
hurt to say, but I don't like Kenny Pickett.
I mean, Kenny Pickett, he's not consistent.
Neither is Kenny Pickett.
No, that's what I'm saying. Kenny
I know.
Pickett isn't consistent.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
thing is with Daniel
But
Jones.
I know Danny Dimes can run.
Yeah,
Danny Dimes
he can
Right,
run.
yeah, he ran run the Eagles a couple times.
He can run just as good as Hurts. Now, I'm fully happy with Jalen Hurts, but I will tell you, if they bring in Daniel Jones as a backup, it's with the right.
New York is gonna be like what
New
the
York's gonna crumble. And you know, and this is a big if. Now, I'm not expecting Eagles to go after Daniel Jones, but don't be surprised if they do. But if they do, I bet my life savings he plays the last game of the season versus the Giants.
It depends on if they need him to play. Need.
Well, if it's the last game, he's most
But no,
likely
I
not
mean,
gonna be-
but no, you don't know. I mean, maybe Eagles are struggling. Who knows? Hopefully he won't be struggling. Eagles supposedly there's a lot of networks, sports networks are saying Eagles have the most talented team in the league.
Yeah,
Okay?
they do.
And the thing is, though, Nick Sirianni's finally doing what he should be doing by letting the coordinators do what they do best. Okay, but he's coordinating everything. He's coordinating everything. He's getting everyone ready to do to get themselves ready. He's talking to the team of what they want to do. Any adjustments need to be made. That's where he helps out. Okay. Now, trash the man if you want to. Call him whatever. Okay, but call him emotional, whatever you want to call him. Okay, he's got something good going on right now. Granted, the first 2 games he didn't look good at all because of what was going on. Even the couple games they won that he went for 4th and whatever all them times, not a smart idea. I will say that. Okay, but
I mean, what they tried to do, they're trying to make Eli Manning 2.0. That's exactly what they tried to do. They were looking for the next Eli Manning, and unfortunately,
what with Daniel Jones?
I mean, yeah, they were, statistically, in Giants' recent history, Eli's their best quarterback.
Yeah.
And recently,
No,
in my opinion,
recently.
probably
What do you mean
all
recently?
time.
Probably, yeah.
Probably all time,
I
but
won't
like,
say that. I mean,
They were looking
who
for
knows
the
they have.
next, they were looking for
The only one they had was better than him was Kurt Warner, but I don't even know Kurt Warner was better. Well, he was better because he won them Super Bowls with the Rams, so give me a break there. Okay, that's the only one that I could think of. Okay, he did play, but when he came to the Eagles, when he came to play the Eagles, Kurt Warner got creamed.
But you know who I can really see going to the Giants as their quarterback? I think Peyton and Eli's either one of their nephews or whatever. I think
Now,
Archie Manning.
he's going to New Orleans.
I don't know. He might follow in Uncle Eli's
He's
steps.
going to Grandpa's steps. Grandpa played for you, or Grandpa played for the New Orleans Saints. He was always on his back, because unfortunately.
Yeah, another Manning in the freaking sport of football. Huh. Yeah.
Well, his father, Cooper Manning, tried. He was a wide receiver, but blew his knee out, and I think it was career ending. You know what I mean? That's why he
back
couldn't
then,
play.
he really didn't have much. Ways to fix it. You know.
Well, it wasn't back in the day, but it was right around.
Well, when he was playing, it's harder to fix injuries.
Well, no, look at that. That was when Peyton Manning came in. You know what I mean? Right around now. I don't know if he's older or younger, but whatever.
Brother?
Cooper Manning. It's Cooper, Peyton, Eli, not necessarily in that order. I will say that. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, getting back. Okay, so that's the recap on the Commanders game. Okay, let's go to the Eagles Rams. Bring it on!
Oh!
Bring it on, Ram Week.
It's always around this time of year when the Eagles face the Rams, and it's always been a very good game. It's always been close.
And you can't even take it away from out the Rams because they
You really
started
can't,
off
because
bad.
they're great.
No, they started off bad,
They're
but
great
they're up
team.
and coming now.
They're a great team, and they always start off with a struggle, but they always end up getting their shit together by mid-season. So you really got to be careful, especially with a healthy Cooper Kupp.
And
That-
Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
God, man,
At least you don't have to go against Aaron Donald. I'm pretty sure.
Who's on that defense that means anything, Hector?
The Rams.
Who's on that defense the comparable to Aaron Donald?
I don't really know the Rams like that.
Never mind.
No.
No, but they're still
team.
they're still up and coming. I mean, they got Scott McVay's got them
Makes you-
believing, man. You know
Makes
what I
you
mean?
wonder how much longer does Stafford have? Like,
He's like
he's never gonna stop at this point.
he's like artificial intelligence for God's sake. You know, he'll just go on. I mean, the one time they played with Detroit, he had a separated shoulder, and they were coming out of the game. He's, I'm not coming out of this freaking game.
It's hard.
Gotta give the man credit,
He
man. I'll
played
say-
for nothing
He
against
played for the worst
Detroit.
team in the league.
You can't say anything against Detroit now because they're on fire. But
Back then,
10 years ago, Lions sucked. I mean,
Yeah.
they were bad.
Mhm.
But he stayed there until the very end, until the day he got traded. And he probably didn't want to leave, but hey,
he didn't want to leave. Are you kidding me?
He got a Super Bowl out of LA.
He wanted to
so,
leave. Are you kidding me?
I mean, hey.
He did the same thing Barry Sanders did. Barry Sanders said, I'm out of here. They wouldn't trade him, so he retired.
But but looking back on that trade, what would you say? Which side benefited more off of that trade? Would you say the Lions benefited more by getting Jared Goff, a younger quarterback, or would the
Matt
Rams
Stafford.
have won that trade more
The
because
Rams
they
got
a
better.
veteran?
Rams got better. But then it doesn't look that way right now because they're playing great. Okay, but between the Eagles and Detroit, in my opinion, Detroit they're believers. they play good. They're playing really good.
They're survivors.
Yeah, they're I wouldn't say survivors. They only got
They've
one
gone
loss.
they've gone so. I don't even think they've sniffed the Super Bowl. So they're hungry.
No, they got the.
Yeah, they got farther last year.
No, they
but
did.
like,
No, where did they get last year? Hector, how far did Detroit go last year? Second round or first round?
They got to the NFC Championship, didn't they?
Yeah,
Did they really?
yeah. There was
Against the Niners, and then they lost, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Stand corrected then. Stand corrected.
Yeah, because I mean
Okay.
they've never even sniffed the Super Bowl. I mean it's shocking, but I mean if there's any year that it might happen, it might happen this year. It could be Lions versus Eagles in the NFC Championship.
I'm calling that. Lions versus Eagles NFC Championship because the Eagles. But no, here's the thing though. The way Eagles are playing though, they're playing smart. They're playing conservative, but yet they're doing what they have to do. Running the ball more than passing the ball,
Yeah,
which eliminates Jalen Hurts' mistakes.
What's bad with Jalen is that when he's getting rushed, he runs back like 30 yards. If you're gonna run back, dude, at least look to the right and chuck that motherfucker at the out of bounds.
Yeah,
Don't
he's got to throw. He's got to throw. He's got to have that quarterback.
Even-
The pocket.
Even spike the ball on the ground for God's sake. Like,
He's got to get. Well, they spike the ball on the ground. That's where it stays. But he's got to hit. That's the one thing he's got to do. He's got to get rid of that ball because that cost
holding
him.
on to it
Cost him
too long.
them yardage, man, big time.
You're holding on to it way too long, and it's almost costing you games, but you're just narrowly escaping with the win. Like you're struggling majority of the game, and then you do great second half. Like Jalen's a great quarterback. He just has to be consistent. You got to get rid of the ball quicker. You can't keep holding on to those things.
No, you can't.
It's gonna
He's got
cost you the
it. But the
game.
thing is, there's time. See, no, they also
last week.
They also did mention that he has an ankle injury. So I don't know when that came about.
He was questionable early this week, but he is.
No, I know he's playing, but
He is healthy.
that's the thing, though.
playing.
Is that why he's not running? Is that why he's not running?
Who knows? I know
Tape
he got
that thing up, man. Tape it up.
I know he got a new BMW, Kelly Green BMW. So
Well, that's
congrats.
great, And he was on Good Morning. I didn't realize he was on Good Morning America too.
Yeah.
I know that. Well, anyway, let's get back to this. Keys to the game: Eagles. I believe they got it. They got to continue to run the ball and eliminate Jalen Hurts' interceptions. Not saying he's prone to interceptions, but less time they pass the ball, less interceptions that will happen. Okay, that's my opinion. Okay, wide receivers. No, what can you say about A.J. Brown? Okay, but without Devontae Smith, that's a little harder. But I will say, Jahan Dotson seems to be working real hard to try and get a spot on this roster permanently. You know what I mean? And Johnny Wilson is, like they say, he's a freak. You know what I mean? Like, pass the ball to him, he's going to catch it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I see it there. Okay. Defensively, they have to contain Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. They have to do, and Robinson. They have to, like Cooper DeJean and Quentin Mitchell and Quinyon Mitchell and Darius Slay got a key on them guys. Okay, they have a blitz Stafford. Keep him in the pocket, because if you keep him in the pocket, that's where he makes mistakes. Because when he can run, he's like Fran Tarkenton from the old days.
Yeah.
He's gonna find an open receiver. You know what I mean? And see, the thing is though about Stafford though, he's also good at avoiding the sack. Yeah, that's where he's unbelievable that way. Okay, that's what we have for the Eagles right now. Go on. Let's go. Little segment on the Sixers.
Yeah. Right now, I can tell you right now, Sixers are 2-12. They play tonight, and they're not looking good at all.
They are. I mean, I don't know what's going on. They are
I really
fighting amongst
don't know
themselves.
what's going on? And
I don't see that coach lasting another month.
No, he's not going to get fired mid-season.
I don't see that. I do not see that. I do not see that coach lasting. Let's say, I don't see him lasting past mid-January.
I don't know.
What do you
not
think?
gonna fire him. The Sixers coach.
What do you think? The way they're playing, the way the Sixers are playing, do you see that head coach lasting past January, mid-January? You can't expect with the way they're starting out now. You can't expect to be dominant in the end of the season
Really bad.
because they're fighting among themselves. Joel Embiid, you know, mad because someone leaked out that whatever in the team meeting. You know what I mean? Y'all, whatever he was saying, I don't know the specific words he said, but you know, they're.
And Embiid wasn't happy about. I mean, Paul George coming here. Granted, Paul George isn't a bad player, but he was looking to have Jimmy Butler, who the Sixers essentially. I mean, they chose Ben Simmons over keeping Jimmy Butler, and look how that went out. But like, right now, Jimmy Butler is doing a lot better than Paul George. But I mean, Embiid's not happy about it. But at the same time, could that be the reason why he's not playing? I have no clue. I've been told that he wants to play. It's the Sixers that aren't letting him play. It's there needs
And
Sixers
Tyrese
need to
Maxey's
get their
hurt.
shit. Tyrese. No, Sixers need to get their shit together. I don't know what's going on, but and who knows? Could they be throwing the season to
Nah,
get
they're not
Cooper,
gonna do that.
to get Cooper flag?
Not gonna.
It
they're
could
not
be
gonna do that.
possible.
Nah, they're
But
not gonna do that. I don't think that.
You don't know because it's still too early in the season. But right now it's
Could they turn it around? Maybe, but it doesn't look promising at this point. I can tell you
you won
that.
2 out of 14
How do you?
games.
If players are arguing amongst themselves, which I believe they are, how do you get it together and make a good season out of it? How do you at the beginning of the season? And right now, it's not like the end of the season where you're arguing and you already have a winning record. You know, that's not even the case. Close to the case. So anyway, let's see what's going on there. Let's go to the Phillies real quick. Small news about the Phillies. Go ahead, Zach.
Not much going on with the Phillies right now because it's still not really fully off season. But the Phillies are looking to get Juan Soto. Who
Yeah,
was
they
a
the other
free
day, didn't they?
agent. Huh?
Had him in the other day, didn't they?
Yeah, he was in Philly the other day. With
Left
me.
without a contract.
I don't know what's going on, but what I can tell you is a big player is coming here because what someone said on 94, Buster Olney earlier on 94 WIC.
Buster, without Buster.
He said they're going to get a star, and it was said this.
They're gonna get a star. I have no doubt. And it's interesting when I talked with executives of other teams. One general manager put it the phrase as World Series tilt. Which teams right now are on a World Series tilt where their feeling is we got to win the World Series or it's a bust? The number one team on that list is the Phillies because they were the best team in baseball for so much in 2024.
Yeah.
It fizzled out at the end. They're in that vein. The Yankees are in that vein. The San Diego Padres are in that vein. For the Dodgers and other teams, there's not as much desperation. So whether it's Crochet, whether it's, signing Soto, doing something, Bregman, they're going to do something big. There's no doubt about it. And that's not, not only my feeling, but so many of the people with other teams, they just see the Phillies loading up and trying to push it across the finish. They're going to get a star. I have no doubt.
So that's what was said on 94 yesterday about what we're getting in the off season, and because
Well, that's an opinion. That's not definite, though.
no, it's definite because they brought in. I'm pretty sure we covered it in the past few weeks, but they brought in new investors to bring in more money. They're getting something.
Oh, they're looking
big.
at and they're looking to sign. So you might get Juan Soto and this other guy.
I don't know. At this point, it might be one or the other. But I know Yankees said whatever, whatever anyone offers them, we're gonna offer them, $50 million more. So.
But here's the thing, though. At what point?
No, it was.
Anyway, at what point? My question is, if Juan Soto does want to stay there, is more money going to matter? That's what I'm saying. Is Juan Soto going to stay there? Is he right there?
Yeah, he's behind.
Waiting for him to jump off on
I'm
the
waiting
thing.
for him to grab the freaking towel.
Okay, he's going. Okay. Our little kitten was sort of trying to mess with everything, all our equipment. Here.
No, not little kitten, little terrorist.
Yeah, or effort. Or effort, anyway. Yeah, anyway. So, what news do you have on the Flyers?
Right now, the Flyers are honestly doing a lot better than the Sixers. I mean, Mitchkov has just been on fire recently. He won a shootout the other night. He had a great... honestly, the Flyers are honestly doing better than the Sixers. And that's something you really... I mean...
What's the record now?
To be honest, you really don't see that a lot.
I don't know record, okay.
Not sure about the record, but...
But there are, you know... and also, the Flyers are a work in progress, okay? The difference between the Flyers, in my opinion, and the Sixers is Sixers are in anarchy right now. That's the only thing I can describe that. They're in anarchy. You can't say rebuild because right now they're 2-12, and Joel Embiid is saying whatever he's saying, and Tyrese Maxey's hurt, and he's saying he'd rather have Jimmy Butler than the other guy. Okay.
I mean, granted, he's also already played with Jimmy Butler. He
has.
before.
He has, but you don't come out publicly and say that.
I mean, to be honest, people can say. I mean, players can really say what they want.
They should. They could. You're right. They can. But you know, I mean, you don't go disrespecting other players on your team and expect them to really go all out for you. You know what I mean? You can't.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
The cat out of there.
Where?
He went up to the freaking.
Go. Not on TV. Anyway, so that's what we're saying there. As far as the Sixers and all that. Go. Just go. Hurry up.
Sorry, we had a terrorist attack in our house.
It's called a kitten.
Yeah,
It's called a kitten.
and Christmas.
Yeah. Anyway. So, okay. Trivia question answer. What was the Eagles' first stadium that they played in?
The answer
Is the Baker Bowl. The Phillies actually played there, and they allowed the Eagles to play there for 2 years. Okay? Until they got whatever stadium they went to. I don't know where it was after that. Might have been
sure
Franklin.
after that was probably Franklin too.
I'm not sure. But anyway, what time is it?
It's 9:30.
At 9:30?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just about.
Okay. You put your song on that you want. Put the song on that you want.
All right, I'm gonna get the song.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Sunday is the Rams game. We will be live pre-game. It starts at 8:20, so we'll go on about 7:30 for a little bit to get predictions and all that. Let me get right there. Stay right there.
But thank you guys for tuning in to another awesome Birds by a Yard. For those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, I want to say Happy Thanksgiving. Have a great holiday. Spend it with your family. Eat as much food as you want.
Don't forget to fall asleep
Drink.
if you eat the turkey with the tryptophan.
Drink. Stay safe. Be responsible. And we will catch you on Sunday. If not, we'll see you Friday. Black Friday. So, have a great Thanksgiving, guys. And thank you for tuning in.
There you go. We're gonna do this. How are we gonna do this with this up here?
Honestly, you know, you could really... Actually, no.
Tilt it.
No,
You can do yours back there.
no, I was going to say we both do it, like, just out in front of us, but then if we bring it down, slam!
Yeah, I know. It's not happening.
So,
You do it right there. I'll do it over here.
well, you don't even know if you can see yourself. Here.
I can see myself.
No.
I'm so good looking.
Easy. I'm going to break the TV. Take your glasses off. Alright.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles.
That they never could.
That's what's up, people. Be safe, everyone. Please don't drink and drive. Happy Thanksgiving. See you Sunday. I'm gonna stop there. I'll finish. Got it. I gotta finish. I finished it. See you.
Oh my god. That was fucking cold.
That was really good. I did it really fast.
Come on.
I'm telling you, I did it really fast.
Dude, that was fucking cold.
That was.